Thank you for that. Let me fire up my iPad here. So this was quite a surprise for me when Pat called. I have to tell you, I'm a very proud Port Clinton alumni, but I told Pat that there must be some mistake because I certainly wasn't academically Hall of Fame worthy, as I recall from my days at Port Clinton. He assured me that it wasn't strictly an academic or athletic award. Good thing, right? Criteria was not based solely on that, but all the other factors that Pat mentioned, and I'm very, very honored to receive this final award. I was a pretty good student in high school, solid B plus GPA as I recall, and I was a decent football and baseball player throughout my high school career. Nothing extraordinary, actually very average. In fact, I gotta tell you a quick little story. I am the not so proud holder of a rather inauspicious record, which I'm afraid will never be broken. I was the quarterback my senior year in high school here at Port Clinton, and in one game, I threw 5 interceptions. 5. In one game against Tiffin County. So, what are you going to do, right? It still haunts me. I was devastated at the time, but it's all good. I mention it only to illustrate that what you accomplish in high school, good or bad, will not define your success later in life. You're going to have to go out and earn it. You guys are all honor students, and that is a tremendous achievement, and you should all be very proud. So I struggled for a couple of days trying to decide exactly what I was qualified to talk to you about. So I decided that based on my 20 years as a business owner, maybe I could give you some perspective on what your future employers really care about when it comes to their employees. Over a 20-year time period running our company, I probably hired, several hundred employees, and I had to fire a few. That is never any employer's desire. Hiring is a time-consuming and expensive process. So is training a new employee, and the last thing that any employer wants to do is flush that investment in time and money and start all over. So I thought I'd talk about the things that I valued most in my employees. What were the common characteristics of my rock stars? Well, the list is pretty simple. Attitude, effort, and results. I promise you that your long-term success in your chosen career will be far more influenced by these attributes than your GPA in high school or in college. So number 1, attitude. It's simple. Have a good one. Your boss has no time or no interest in coddling an employee with a bad attitude. Employees with bad attitudes just aren't worth the hassle. There are always dozens of challenges, sometimes hundreds of challenges and problems that every business faces. See the issue and see the challenges that your boss cares about, and then try to solve them. Bosses like employees who recognize problems and bring them forward, and they especially like employees who bring forward solutions or recommended solutions. Number 2, effort. Also pretty simple, but you've got to give great effort. You may get paid by the hour, but trust me, your boss doesn't really care about how many hours you're on the clock. If you're getting paid for 8 hours of work, he or she expects 8 hours of your best effort. That's what you owe the company. And most people don't really get this. They phone it in or, mess around a little, and that's fine. But people who truly do give 8 hours of their best effort will get noticed, and they will get appreciated. Third, results. Great effort will take you pretty far, but ultimately, your boss is paying you to deliver results. It doesn't matter what your job is. If it exists, it's there because someone needs a certain result. Nothing else matters. No whining, no excuses, just results. Get the job done. I have a question for you. Somebody, one of the students, any of the students, tell me who you think will be paying your salary in the future. Anybody. Who's going to be paying your salary? Anybody have an idea? Come on, Joe, what do you think? Who's paying your salary once you get a job in the real world? Come on, Joe, you're the valedictorian. There's no wrong answer, really. Actually, there is, but that's okay.
Person who's paying me for a service.
Okay, very good. I mean, most people think, oh, my boss is paying me, right? Or the company is paying me, or ADP is paying me. Well, let me tell you, the boss doesn't have a money tree growing out back. The customer who ultimately buys the product or service that your company is selling is who is paying your salary. Your boss and the company is simply a conduit through which that money flows. It's the customer buying the service that's paying you. So your job as an employee is to figure out who that customer is. It's not always obvious. Sometimes it is. It's not always obvious. But whatever you can do to make them raving, loyal fans of your company's product or service, if you do that, you will get raises, promotions, awards, and someday you may end up running the company. So, I'll keep my remarks brief here. I wanted to just say thank you to Pat and Jan. They've been fantastic. Go Redskins. Congratulations to all of you on making the honor roll at PCHS. You're about to head off to very exciting things and very exciting times ahead. Go out there and work hard at whatever it is that gets you excited. Do it to the best of your ability. Figure it out, have fun, don't take no for an answer, and get the results. I wish you much success.